That's a nervous Brian face. I don't like that face.
Like I said, dude, this is like the part I've been dreading about this entire build.
That sounds like an intro roll on that one. What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 18 of Wrecked Bike Rebuild of season 4. And if you don't know what Wrecked Bike Rebuild is, it's the YouTube motorcycle build show here on YouTube where we turn wrecked bikes into dream bikes
and give them away.
So in this episode, this is your most nervous episode?
I'm definitely not looking forward to doing any of the stuff that we are about to do.
If you guys notice, we have a lot of OEM parts, and we've all been watching the Panigale slowly become back into the dream bike that it's going to be, but we have missed the headlight of the bike. That's
because when we picked our bike up, it was smashed to pieces.
It was smashed to pieces. I'm going to be very careful with this, but we have a brand new instrument panel. We have the OEM, all of this stuff is brand new OEM. We have the headlights. We have a Ducati Omaha parts fish opened up, and today should be interesting. Today we are going to be building the head back onto the Panigale. I'm nervous because Brian has made it very clear that
I'm not nervous. It's not going to be fun, not even a little bit.
But yeah. Okay, well, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. If you guys want to potentially win the bike when we're done building it, check out Patreon down below. It's the top link. It's the way we're able to build dream bikes and give them away. So any of you guys that go over there and support it, massive shout out to you. I guess we should probably just get started then. All right, so you said something about putting a fairing here because we can't get to where it mounts in with the horn.
Correct.
So that fairing might be in that really big box.
Oh no, it's right there. It's the one I was just trying to squeeze in there while we were...
Oh, so it's not a fairing. It's like a mud guard type situation.
It helps seal the front upper from wind going where you don't want it to.
So is it going like this kind of situation?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Man, this is going to be one of those fun episodes. All right, we got a shitty Lego to build.
We have a super expensive shitty Lego to build.
It's still shitty. Okay, so how do you attack this? Because we're doing the headlight as a cluster, so we're doing it as it's one unit.
Yep. I guess first you're going to take the horn off.
Okay, so that's just this boy right here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then after the horn comes off, we'll straighten out that horn bracket a little bit. It's a little wonky.
Okay, and then that'll give us access to put the panel on.
And then we can put the horn back on, and then we can assemble the headlight and upper stay assembly. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have to work in the wiring harness as we install it.
You've lost me so much, so we're gonna take this one step at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Was that piece not on the bike when we got it?
Oh, it might actually be in the old triple, which is laying at your feet.
Ah.
Look on the bottom of it. There they are. So we're missing the one that goes in the front still.
So we need both of these?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I need one of them fancy little lights.
What happened to all the flashlights?
Dude, we got these things. Who needs anything else?
Well, the Saber flashlight is still, kind of a really...
It's not bad either.
Good piece.
So does this go...
Start from the other side.
Okay.
Where there are no hoses. And then whoop, slides right in.
Let's see. Does the horn go inside of this?
That's why the hole is there.
Oh, I see the hole. Okay. Is it threading into there?
Oh, it's way recessed. Now we can assemble the other stuff. We just need to make sure that we got this on so we can access all the hardware.
So do you start with the like structural piece?
So pretty much everything is going to go on this, and then we're going to take this whole piece and put it on fully assembled.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do all the assembly here on the table.
Right. Okay. Even the headlights go into that
Everything goes onto this.
All right. I'm going to move the instrument panel away for now.
We're actually going to put that on. It's going to go right here.
Just one day. No. I mean, like, are we going to do that first?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Because once the headlight goes on, you can't get to the hardware back here.
Oh, right. Okay. Should I put gloves on to function with that?
We need the old cluster. This is an integral part of the entire electronic system.
Right. Yeah, you've definitely said that before.
So the way Ducati describes it is the main wiring, the CAN communication system, has on this bike 4 major parts to it. It's the ECU, the BBS, the gauge cluster, and the wiring harness. Those 4 parts make up what they refer to as the backbone.
All right, this should pop out now.
And then well, that should be fun to find.
You guys just don't worry about me. It's gonna be down here. Where the F? Dude, it's gone. Brian, hand me one of them fancy little lights we got. It's got a magnet on it.
Where'd you put it?
Right there by your, on the wheel choke. Dude, I'm not joking. It has left the building.
Is it all the way under the exhaust system?
Dude, it's...
There it is.
It almost went to Mexico, bro. So you just placed the new one back in with the hardware.
Yeah, there's it's kind of hard to see, and I kind of got a little ahead of myself and you guys didn't see it, but on the back of this cluster there are 3 little rubber grommet posts that screw into this
on this thing.
That I swapped from this cluster to the new cluster before I put it in.
Right.
And that's just anti-vibration, so it doesn't damage the cluster.
Okay. Now, did we get a new one of, like, this? I assume this is this little Ducati square?
Yeah, that we're just going to swap over to this one.
Okay. Why is that an entirely different panel?
Because this is the same part that goes on an 11 and a 1299. And the 11 and the 1299 have an IMU, and that's where the IMU mounts.
Oh, so this is just a block-off plate.
It's just a block-off.
Okay. Yes. Do we need to go ahead and get that on now?
Might as well, right?
Right. All right, I'm gonna put in the little fake IMU situation. I feel like we need more light on this side of the garage. Does it feel like it's dark over here to you guys? I'm sure Lube. All right, fake IMU situation's in. We've got this boy. We never got the original headlights, did we?
No, it was smashed off.
Okay.
We got these rubber bushings, and they're 2 different shapes.
So why do these look like? Why are these all cushy?
So the headlight bulbs don't explode from the vibration of the motorcycle.
Are you just hold on? No, let me do one because you're doing that really quickly, and I just want the people at home to like
know that it's not that easy.
Right. Because sometimes it is.
Yeah. They're softer, so they're a little bit easier to put in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is confirmed.
Yeah.
Because you're not a good test case. Brian's over here just like
boop, boop.
So is this ready to go on now?
Let's see what we got.
Are you sure there's 4 of those?
I would have to imagine, being that there's 4 of these grommets, that there should be 4 of those.
Right.
Unless another part fits together with it.
I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nope, just 2.
Yep, that's what I saw over here. Oh, so that piece is the bottom.
Look.
This piece is the intermittent. Right, so you need, yeah. This boy goes in between the headlight and the hard piece. And that piece goes at the top. Obviously, you are killing that game. So this has got to go on between here and here. And then this guy goes on the bottom, like this.
Maybe more like that.
Yeah, that does seem to fit better. Seemed wiggly though.
Well, let's take a look at the diagram again.
And so that, we go here. Oh no, sorry, wrong way.
I just don't know what order everything goes.
Yeah, woo, I got the
It looks
light.
like this plate, that goes on first, then this goes on,
Right.
and then we can assemble it.
All right, so I'm holding the light and the bottom piece right now.
Let's go ahead and put it on the table.
Okay. So we're
And
just
then
trying to
there's-
get one bolt up through it.
So there should be the tiny, really coarse thread screws. Really, really coarse thread, like plastic screws.
Oh, I see. How small is that area to get them in?
Pretty damn small.
Okay. So this is connecting this
Don't
to the...
over tighten it because it will strip the plastic very easily.
Okay. So now we've got the middle piece connected to the bottom piece.
And there's one there and one here.
Right. And this is going to connect the bottom piece to the actual headlight itself.
Nope, nope, nope. Get that out of there. That would have ruined our day.
I'm not here for that.
Because if you tried to, no,
No, it was like getting tight, so I didn't want to...
it goes in the other hole.
Oh. Say that. Don't say no and then not say the reasoning for the no.
There's a hole right next to it. I didn't think I had to explain myself. From
It
that
was in
point.
darkness.
I was just in the middle of saying if you tried to screw that coarse thread into that part, you could ruin the headlight.
And in my head, I was like, oh man, it must not have been threaded correctly and I was gonna ruin the threads.
Yeah, you were going to ruin the threads because you put the wrong bolt in the wrong
right,
hole.
I will. I'll ruin the shit out of these. I'm just kidding. This headlight's too expensive to do that. Okay, so with that, this should be a piece now.
Now we have 1, 2, 3 bolts to put in.
And those boys are probably these boys?
Probably. Just put it in with your fingers and see if it threads in nicely.
Yeah, that's going in. And that's all we need to know? Like,
Yeah, just to make sure it was the correct bolt.
got it. Okay. We got 2 more bolts. Are they gonna go?
Someplace else, yes.
Okay. So now we've got the top boy.
That actually goes on here.
Right in here. Okay. So a washer per hole.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Got it. Okay. Now, Brian, are these washers flammable?
No, I don't think so.
Sweet, because I hate the flammable kind of washers. Okay, so that's the bottom 2, and now we got these top 2 boys. Parts for this build came to a total of whatever that number.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah, it's like
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Yeah, there'd be lots of ching, ching, ching on this one.
Wait, were you saying that because it was expensive or because there's a lot of different parts?
No, that headlight's about $1,000. And the gauge cluster's about $1,000.
I'm be eating ramen for a little while, boys.
I mean, there's probably close to $3,000 on this table.
You don't have to.
Hey, man. I need to, I try to ignore those facts when I'm working on stuff because then I'm really nervous.
Because then you're over here like...
Yes. And if I'm trying to work like that, I don't get shit done.
Dude, the stakes for this episode just got so much higher. Jesus Christ. I'm over here touching shit. I shouldn't even be... I don't have the security clearance to be at this table right now, to be honest. Okay. Top piece attached to structural element. Now, do we need to plug in that before we plug this boy on?
Well, let's see how much room we have. We could probably get in there.
Okay. Oh, I see. So now we just got to get these center bolts. Wait, are there 3?
There's 4. These right here.
Okay. I'm just like finger tightening these on for
That's
now.
fine. Yep.
So are the other 2 at the bottom?
Right here.
Oh, the guys on the side, I see.
Okay. And then
Who gets the one washer?
I think there's 2 here. They're stuck together.
Do they go on the side?
I believe so.
I believe in a thing
Oh
called
no,
love.
that is one. Well, you're not gonna put a washer on?
Well, you said there was one which implied to me that it doesn't go on this.
It may still be in that other box. Or let me just take a look real quick.
How's the rest of that song go? Right. The anticipation builds.
I have no idea why, but that bolt goes in from the other side.
The one I'm holding?
Yeah, it goes from the back of the upper stay forward, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, it goes in that way, supposedly, but then it doesn't actually... Maybe there's a nut that goes on there? Are there nuts up here? It doesn't actually show it on the fish.
Yeah, I mean, there's no threads in either of these. Do you think it would thread into the fairing or something?
It's quite possible.
Okay, so in that case,
Yeah, hold on to those.
I'm just gonna put them in. I don't know if this is the right bag for these, but
Doesn't matter.
which is not that big of a deal because at least the 2 are in there, so it'll hold
Yeah, it's gonna
as
hold.
a piece.
Yep. Now this bad boy goes on here, and then we run the electronics. And we
Oh,
run
so
all the
we-
electrical.
Now,
It's probably going to be super difficult. We didn't put that little elbow piece back on, did we?
this boy?
No, the one that you took off of the metal piece before. You're like, oh, it's just bolted on that little, almost look like a tunnel.
Oh, no, we didn't. It's right there.
Yeah, we probably should have put that on a little while ago.
I think it, this is what that other, oh, this is the washer. The one washer with the thing must be
Is
that,
this the
right?
bolt?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just set these aside for now.
This is the old bolt and washer.
And where does it go? It goes onto this metal piece, right?
Yeah, because I had to remove this to get the gauge
So we'll
off.
probably have to take this plastic piece back off.
Okay, and that's the star? No, okay.
Let me see this real quick.
So I guess the little slots in the
Okay,
bottom
you're
slot
good.
into this guy.
And then see how there's like a little space in the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
That raised part goes in there.
I couldn't see that there was a raised part. Yep, that fit like
Perfectly.
And there was just a black zip tie on it holding it shut.
So I think at this point we might actually want to put this part on
Okay, because
and then
this
run the wiring
right,
into this, and then it's got to strap into this part and then run through here a little bit.
because it's only the front 2 on
Yep.
there. Okay,
Yep.
we already have the bolts in.
The washer.
Oh,
That one washer you dropped, where'd it just go?
that's a good question.
I thought I just heard it fall.
You definitely heard it fall. Thank God. I don't have to rip my pants. So we can
So
put that
you guys
back
put that
in.
back on, yeah.
This is a very finicky game.
Yeah.
If you don't play it right, you
Which is why I was like, shit. Because I
Right.
knew we were going to be playing the put it together, take it apart game today.
it's like it's not hard work to do, but
It's just-
like it's very tedious where
It's a very specific order in how everything goes together.
right.
So real quick, before we do that, turn that back over again. It looks like something goes here, yeah?
Is that not the bolts up there?
No, because flip it back over. 1, 2,
Oh
3.
shit.
and then those 2 here. So you can see these 2 here. Not exactly
Where does this
sure.
bolt in? Right.
Right there
Oh,
and there,
okay.
and then there and there. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, shit. Do you want to just put it on, and when we find out, we
Well,
find out?
let's take a look through the diagram a little bit in here, and let's see if there's something that we're missing. Doesn't really look like it.
Yeah, because these are the ones that.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there and there.
I'm sure we'll come across it and then be like,
Oh, it's of course, it's that.
there's 2 3M like vibration panels. Do they?
Let's go ahead and look through the diagram again to see where they go. I think they actually go on like the edge of the headlight.
Like right up here?
Yeah, where the bodywork touches it.
Okay. They're like really long rectangles. Oh, I see where they slot in. Right here.
Is there like a?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's like a little flat
So
area.
before you stick those on, let's clean that with a little alcohol.
Yeah. You don't want to spit on that, or?
No, not for that. Spit is lube. Alcohol is a cleaner. The cool thing about when you use spit is it's lube when it's wet, but then when it dries, it gets sticky.
Huh.
So like, you know, it helps slide stuff together. That's why like I do that with hoses.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, you know, you get a little bit of lube on the hose, and then when your spit dries, the hose sticks to whatever you put it on. It sounds gross, but it works. I mean, honestly, it is gross, especially when your hands are covered in like, you know, chain grease, and you're like.
That was my my argument last episode.
Your hands
I wasn't.
Dirty.
Yeah, I failed to verbalize it, but it's not that I didn't want to do the spitting on the hands thing. It was that I had touched all types of gross material.
Yeah, get over it. You eat a couple pounds of dirt before you die, so.
Well, I later in the episode, I think I just got to the frustration point of
And you were like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I think I remember that.
Mm-hmm. So
that piece goes on now.
Yes, and I took out the OEM or the hardware that was already in
There's
it.
a washer there, so
Yeah,
don't drop it.
right. But these are slightly longer than these. Does that matter? Like, it's a minuscule amount.
Oh, it's a different bolt.
Holy shit! Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so that's not the right one.
Yeah, well, that would make a lot of sense.
These were for the headlight.
Right. So did we not get these then?
Probably not, because we had all three of them up there already.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
We can kind of wipe the nasty off of those.
Alcohol's fine. I'm obligated to make this joke, but I was asked to. But after cleaning all these bolts, it's going to be less of a Paningli and more of a Pablingli.
Oh my God. Which one of your friends is a dad that told you that you needed to tell that joke?
I forgot who asked me in the comments, but you're welcome.
Wow.
I hope Brian's response was everything you wanted. Aside. Oh God. When he said that, he was like,
that was painful.
Worth it.
All right. Now we get to work this mamma jamma in. All right, so this whole thing goes through here.
Do all these wires get pushed up into here? Oh, Jesus.
Yes, they do. Doesn't that suck real bad?
What?
Chase, don't get excited.
Don't worry about that.
Well, you're gonna get really excited in about a half a second.
Oh! That's just normal to you? It's just, looks like it's being backed into a turn right now.
We're gonna get a little funky right now. So the plug doesn't fit in between the fork leg and the frame.
Okay.
So there's a little bit more room up here at the top.
So you're gonna lower the bar end.
I like that one, huh?
Because otherwise we'd have to take the top triple
off. Yep.
That was a pretty clutch move. That's a Brian move right there.
Yeah.
A, B, up, A. It's almost as if you're a seasoned motorcycle mechanic.
Technician.
So obviously this goes in the back of the instrument panel.
Yes.
Pretty obvious. But do we need to wait to plug that in for?
No, I think we can kind of start running some of this stuff.
For you guys that haven't watched the earlier part of the show, one of our high beam plugs got destroyed in the wreck, but we sourced another plug that we're gonna just solder to this. Is that the plan? Okay. So now we need the,
Wherever that headlight plug went to.
yeah, no. Oh, I found it.
There it is.
Man, wonder where it could have been. I imagine we'll need a soldering kit. Do we need wire, or are we just gonna use what's?
We have plenty here.
Shrink wrap tubing?
Yes.
Bunsen burner?
No. I'm gonna have to hold that.
Oh, fuck.
So don't fucking burn me. Ah! Just kidding.
Dude, that is fucked up. I am holding something that'll kill us all.
Did you just make a little nugget, Chase?
God, dude, what if I'd have jiggled it and hit you with it? Then what?
Then it would have been my fault. Dude, you didn't know that was coming?
Dude, I was so focused. I don't want to scald you. I'm over here caring. You guys are playing little kid games. Jesus. Okay, wiring.
Woo! Little electrical tape.
Now those 2 bolts are gonna go back in.
Well, now we need to figure out how all this wiring is supposed to be set in here.
Like how it
it's-
lays.
So it's neat, yeah, because this is gonna go up in here, up in here. Let me plug this in real quick, the horn wires, because once we put that on there, we'll be able to get those a little higher.
You wanna hold it right there and I'll send one of those bolts in?
No. You don't force stuff on like that. You have to make it sit so it's perfect. And then when it's perfect, you can put the hardware in.
Yeah, but do you think this would hold its weight with?
Doesn't matter. It's not, obviously, it's not where it needs to be. Otherwise, it would sit up. Let it go. Yes, it would sit by itself. This still isn't right, though. I mean, look at this. Look at this.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's not right.
Okay.
I don't know. We got to figure out how that goes on there. Otherwise, we're not going to get the headlight on. All right, I need to walk away before I get angry and break something. Take 5.
With taking 5, wait, we need to do live stream take 5?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
We need to take 5.
All right, guys, so we've taken a slight break, taken a look at this thing, and our best bet right now is we think we need to route it around the outside of the fork leg. So we're getting all of this unplugged so that we can route it out around, because it's just not.
There's not enough room.
It's not fitting.
Yeah, that makes much more sense like that, doesn't it?
Yep, 100%. Especially knowing there's those little side fairings like on the corners of the cluster.
Okay. So I think we could actually just leave that like that because we can put that zip tie on afterwards.
Okay.
Try and get that headlight in there and make sure that this is the way it's supposed to go. And then that goes just like that.
So that's the sitting without pressure thing you were talking about.
Yep.
Yep.
So now we need to plug all that shit back in again because we can't get to it once the headlight is in.
Right. Blinker cables routed. This is in its location. All right.
Get those top ones, they're not lined up in there yet. Okay, now we can put hardware in.
At long last.
Let's get all this stuff tucked in here as neat as we can.
Does this go into that little
Maybe.
slot?
I don't know. Nope, it's too big for that. There was one like thin wire that hooked in there. I think it was like a headlight wire or something. Had like a pinch in it, like it fit in there perfectly.
Like that?
Yeah, just like that. That, like that, and that's that.
She's starting to look like a Panigale. Slowly and steadily. We should probably move the rear tire back now, right?
Sure.
Just manhandling 500-pound motorcycles. That looks like exactly how that's supposed to fit.
Yes,
in.
yes, it
That's like there's no like super pressure. I am after this really starting to worry about the banjo bolt though.
I mean, I'm worried about it because you can grab that piece of plastic. It's over there.
Well, that handlebar's really low too.
Yeah, I mean, this belongs up here.
Oh, yes. What piece of plastic are you talking about?
Black piece, weird shape, not very big.
I see.
There it goes. All hidden away.
Yep.
Plenty of clearance.
You think it's gonna be plenty of clearance even if when it comes back and
I
it's
think so,
back
yeah.
here?
Because the bodywork hooks in here.
Oh, so it doesn't go up any
Any
more
higher
than
than
this.
that. That's
Okay.
the highest point, yeah.
Yeah, we might be okay then. All right. If only there was some body work that could, I don't know, go on the bike that was made out of some sort of super lightweight material. Okay. I feel like we've crossed a bridge where we're now in the back half of the build where the bike just starts coming together super fast. Thanks to the headlight. Okay. I feel accomplished.
Oh boy!
I know. It's starting to look like Panigale. Oh my god.
That
Paningli.
totally changed the whole shape of the bike for sure.
Right. Dude, I have been excited for this day.
You ready to put one pretty piece on?
I feel like the people would be upset if we didn't bust open into this carbon fairing box. Just give them a little get a little tapas situation.
Just a bite.
Just a little
Small bite.
a small smidge before we end the episode, because you people have been good this episode. They didn't give me a lot of shit, right?
I guess you really won't know till later, huh?
Haha. Give me something sharp. Wait. But yeah, we're done with OEM stuff now, right? That was the last of our OEM box. getting that
Besides
headlight
maybe
on.
a couple pieces of hardware, yeah.
It's like a lightsaber. It just like lightly runs across things, and it just. How long has this been full of fucking hands? Oh my god.
That was awesome.
That was the long play. Wow, you gave up your hands for that long. That's impressive because this
You
shit's
could have
gonna.
put that in there 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, but we haven't seen the hands. They've like just kind of slowly disappeared for a while. And that's the kind of shit Luke does. He plays that long game.
I'm pretty sure that's the piece we need.
Is that a silk bag?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That was perfect that this was the one. Dude, they're all full of bags.
Oh my god.
Should I rip it off?
No, because you'll rip it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Here.
I don't.
Ready? I'm going to do it like this.
Oh my god. Drum roll, please. Oh, dude. Oh my god. Look at that shit.
This thing is so light, it's disgusting.
Bro. Holy mother of pearl. Oh, fuck. Shit. Sorry. So, like, once it's.
I think there's supposed to be something that goes in right there.
Whoo!
We got to bring this reservoir down.
Yeah, I was looking at that. So that reservoir is a little too close for touching.
It's touching totally.
Oh, it is totally touching? Yeah. The other one barely clears, but we could bring them both down just for... You guys like had to know we were doing carbon fairings, right? Like, you had to know that. We're not putting a price up on the screen yet because that's not this episode. We just wanted to test fit that. But like, you don't make dream bikes out of plastic, bitch? Come on. Okay, before we get too far into this, we're gonna keep gawking over these fairings. Thank you guys for getting to the end of this video. Drop a like, because we were nice enough to let you guys know about the fairings. We deserve a like. Thank you very much. Also, if you're into motorcycle content, you should definitely subscribe to this channel, because this and outro crew. So sweet. Oh, Patreon. Click that. So yeah, there's that. Oh my God. We'll talk about carving in another.
Man, that's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Ah, goodness.